Hello, everybody, and welcome to the week 24 update, I think, to the Gotenks account. Things still going great. On the cusp of 1.7 million GP. By the time I hit 6 months, which will be at the end of June, I'll be approaching 2 million. Not quite there, though, but I think that's a crazy pace. I didn't expect to be growing that fast, and I have several relics down, which we covered last time. Fleet's still going well. I got rank 2 today again, but I did get hit. I did have to do some last minute battles because I got hit from number 2 to 6 and I had to take it back. And climbing up even a little bit higher actually in Squad Arena too. 125 is about the highest I've been because I do have more relic Jedi. I have a good leader finally to lead them all together, and it's working out a lot. I'm also doing normal Conquest, which I will show some footage of in a little bit, but I just want to talk about roster developments so far. So Giant Revan, as obvious from that's that first frame, and then also I had that assault battle video. He's gear 12, got 2 Zetas. The only one missing is the unique. I would like to apply it sometime, and I do have Zetas to apply 1 Zeta right now, but he's not the one I want to give it to. I also don't want to do it for Yoda, just because Foresight you get pretty easily. He gives turn meter, but it's just not quite as impactful as I'd like yet. I mean, it is pretty good, but it's just not as much of a difference maker. The one I actually want to apply is Kanan. So Phoenix, while I only beat one of their 2 assault battles yet, so I need to improve them. They've been doing a lot for me. And this is the one I want to apply because it does a ton. I mean, I used to look at this before Rex in the game and think, man, that is such a good Zeta. Too bad it's on a bad team. So it's a full cleanse. Defense up, just a nice little add-on. But it's 3 turns. That's a while. And then Foresight for him and another ally, which is already a good buff. But when the Foresight goes away, Kanan and the other ally, when each of the Foresights expires, so this is going to happen twice, each of them get 100% turn meter, and all the other Phoenix allies get 50% turn meter. That is crazy. That is so impactful. That might help out, make a difference maker in the assault battles, because if you can get your turn meter loaded up a lot easier going into the next wave for those challenging waves. So I'm just going to go ahead and do it. He's part of every key Phoenix lineup. He's one of the only ones that you keep in there no matter what. I mean, Terra, him, Chopper, and Rex obviously. And then the last one is the one that switches around. I've been finding Zeb to be quite amazing there. But he's gear 11. The whole Phoenix faction for me is gear 11 right now. Actually, no, I got Hera to gear 12, and I focused on her because she was having survivability issues in those assault battles, especially the Secrets and Shadows, and I will remod at some point. I think I'll go full health sets and might go for protection, probably going to go for protection primaries. I think next time I get around to trying that, I might go for crit avoidance arrows, because you really need to survive that Sidious, and Kanan is going to help that turn meter train so much more. That you don't have to worry about speed quite as much on everybody. But I do want to get the whole faction that I'm using, and that's these top 5 to gear 12. Rex is kind of stuck right now with just Kairos, and he needs 2 Kyro pieces, so that's 100 of each. It's kind of a hard ask, or a big ask for that right now. So I'm holding off on that. This, I guess I'll just give it to Chopper. So yeah, focus on Hera, Kanan, and Rex, because Kanan, these 3 are the ones I use in 3v3. I guess I could use Chopper, but I don't know. So that's going pretty good, and they're doing work for me in Conquest, and that's what I'm going to share some footage of soon. I did get Hunter to gear 12, or no, not gear 12, gear 10, because I gave him one of his Kyro attacks, so I was able to upgrade the Marauder a little bit more. I am now using Marauder full-time in my fleet. It's one of the reinforcements. And a bunch of little updates, like I was leveling up Nihilus and getting his abilities leveled up. Sorry, I need to move myself out of the way now. Getting abilities leveled up. Same thing with Mara Jade and Bastille Shunt Fallen. So Mara Jade got all her abilities to level 7. Got her to gear 9. Because that kind of gives her the bare minimum of survivability she needs. I actually could do better. I could do protection on these. So let's look for that. Because she's actually been doing a lot of work for me in Conquest. It's hard to find, in normal Conquest, it's hard to find good uses for her. because she has to stay alive, which is tough. These are all kind of slow, so I don't know. I'll dive into that more later. It takes too much thought to do it in the video. But I put her on the team. If she can just stay alive and then get to stealth, and she takes a turn, it really gets the team going. But Palpatine is probably my weakest of 3 main teams I use in Conquest. I'm using the Jedi Revan team, Phoenix, and Empire. But actually, Phoenix is probably the best of them all, even though they don't have relic characters on that, and Jedi has a bunch of relic characters. Just the mechanics are so good there. Other little updates took GBA to gear 11, and that gave him a substantial protection boost. It doesn't translate to the brute, so it's kind of eh. But it does help him survive a bit, and he's got a lot of use right now for me as a plug-and-play pre-taunting tank. I run him with that Empire team in Conquest right now. As far as node farming, I'm hitting Bosk's node twice, so I am refreshing for 25 crystals. So he's coming along nicely, 60 out of 100. Once I get him done, then I can take him to relics. He'll be a high relic priority because of his ship, and also he's that makes the team way more viable. If you can just have a constant tank there. You kind of need his other Zeta for his tank, his taunt to be super ironclad, but it is what it is. Still farming pure troopers. Bastila Shan, I'm even refreshing a little bit here and there, because now that Juhani is in Galactic War Store and is an easy farm, there's only one hard node farm for Darth Revan. You got Juhani and HK and shipments. You got Canderous and Karth and Cantina. So I figure once I get Bastila to 5 stars, then I'll hit one of those in the Cantina. Because I'm not stressed for relics right now. I'm not trying to go super high relics on everyone, and I also have some signal data built up. Queel I've kind of slowed on because I'm like, what do I really need the armor for right now? It's nice, but I am tired of farming this ship though. Like, I just wish it were done. It's close to 6 stars, but long term that is going to be the tank instead of Houndstooth. So it just needs to be done. And then for ship energy, since I've finished pretty much all the... Well, I'm still farming Marauder and then also TIE Defender, but I finished off Anakin's ship, Grief, Mando, so I can use that currency, or that energy, to farm Gear 12 plus gear. And a big one is this. There's not a lot of extra gear, but you can get this piece, which is in demand. And you need these a lot. They're not great value in the raid currency. They're good in the charge up currency, but that's a little slower. So I'm just trying to farm in the efficient channels as I can. Yeah, Yoda, 5 pieces, only 1 away. And he's going to be a real big difference maker, both PvP and Conquest. So I need 100 of these. That income's coming along. I got 20 extra this month that I didn't get normally last month. It's that piece. And the finishers, which I can get in Conquest. I just need, I think I need more key cards. Or maybe I'm not to that point yet. But yeah. So let's just do a fleet battle and then move on to Conquest, because that's my main focus for this. So I will like forfeit if I win. This is the same actually, let me try in a circle, because that's more typical. Izel is kind of an outlier. Eagle Eye, this guy's not a free-to-play player, but he was for a while. Let me just do Izel. They have Razor Crest in the reinforcements, which is definitely atypical, but it is one of the tougher opponents. So I'll just try to make sure I forfeit if I am going to win. Last week I was trying to show how these matches go when they work, but I lost. So yeah, not quite there on the threshold where they will use the save you, or the unending loyalty instead of AoE. So my AoE, okay, I got Anakin in the red. They're definitely gonna not use their AoE. I don't have buff immunity on Houndstooth, so I'll go ahead and throw up Taunt. But then that right there, that's the key. They use that instead of this, and that gives me the opening I need. And Days landed on Anakin, which is a huge deal, because if it doesn't, then he's just taking bonus turns all over the place. Favorite move is bring in Plo Koon, heal up, give us Terminator, get it going. Take a Houndstooth. Anakin can't do anything about it. He's dazed. He's stuck. Ahsoka can clear it off, but Anakin can't. The best, what happens the best is what the best case scenario is that when I'm able to get buff ability on Anakin, and then you get through the unending loyalty, and then you can just target him. But in this case, Razor Crest has stealth, so everyone has stealth now, so I can just pick on Anakin. Once you have Anakin down, it's more or less game over. I'll bring in Marauder just because it's a novelty. So I love to start with the AoE because you've got a lot of extra buffs. This, since I just got Hunter to gear 10, I do have more health and protection healing now. Before it was 10%, now it's 30%. But still, this AoE, ability block, lots of buffs. And we're going to take Ahsoka out. There we go. And no taunt on Houndstooth, so I'll force it there. And I don't think this will win it, but I'm getting Valor. But yeah, usually I get to remove all those buffs with Ahsoka. I will just heal up Houndstooth. Ultimate. Kind of a lackluster ultimate, if you ask me. Take him out. And then, yeah, this is definitely a win. So, yeah, that's usually how it works. That's how I'm climbing to 2. Because the whole fleet shard mostly is just these negotiator fleets with Houndstooth, starting Anakin and Ahsoka. We do have the Profundity. The one player, this was the 3-year Horde account. I had a roster review on him a while ago. That's crazy. He's just parked. He hasn't moved in forever. I've reached out to him and said, hey, you know, after your payout, maybe put in an easier fleet so the rest of us can get something. He's like, I'll think about it, but hasn't really done it. And then the only other exception, I think, is this player. I have trouble with this fleet. Like, there's just too much recovery on the Y-Wing. I think this is definitely another Profundity in the making, clearly. This is someone rushing that. So that's not going to be fun. We'll have 2 Profundities. And I'm only now realizing that after I look at this squad arena. But yeah, I even have trouble with this home 1 fleet just because of the Y-Wing. So yeah, that sucks. That's something to really look forward to. But anyway, let's look into Conquest now. So I am doing normal Conquest. After getting Jedi Revan, having that full Jedi team, I felt more comfortable to try it, and I feel like it's going really well. I've done probably a total of 4 refreshes. I have lost a lot of battles, and I'm not getting a lot of feats, but I think the main focus, if you got an account like this doing normal Conquest, you don't really sweat the feats. You just want to win. You want to get the 3 key card each round. This was easy because Captain Rex is one of my only squads. The challenge path, that's going to happen. These others, I'd really have to force it, and I got to look at things with how many battles is it going to take, and how many key cards per battle is it worth. So this one, I get, we'll get the 1, and then I get another 9 later. So at 10 total battles at least, that's worth 1 key card per battle if I make it work. And it's hard to do. Like with 3 Gungans, it's going to be 3 useless Gungans. I don't have GLs to carry to make it easy match, so I don't really have that in the cards. This is a little bit more doable, but again, until my expected, like the nerd way to say it, the mathematics way to say it is expected value of each battle. Once that falls below like 1 key card per battle, that's when I start going for those feats. So you really got to pick and choose who you're fighting. Like hard passes for me, like that I can't beat Darth Revan. I wasted like 120 energy trying to beat a Darth Revan in Sector 2. Just not worth it, not going to happen. So I just try to scout out. Am I going to run into that? Am I going to run into General Skywalker? No, I can probably handle it. So General Grievous is an interesting one. If they have like random stuff like Geonosian and stuff, I can do it with Jedi Revan. But I actually cannot beat this. A standard General Grievous with B2, B1 with Jedi Revan. I need Phoenix. Phoenix's mechanics with Captain Rex are just perfect for Conquest. They not only have Terminator Train, they have resilience. They can take hits, and it gives them initiative. They get turn meter from getting debuffed. Like that. Especially against teams like General Grievous, you can get stuck. They can loop you. They can go crazy. AoE days. I didn't get it on B2, which is unfortunate, but like normally you can get AoE days. Rex can cleanse a bunch all the time. I already took out Magneguard, which would normally be really difficult. So I can... And we're just not even seeming to take damage. I need to show my data discs, but I have the expose one. I forget what it's called, but like every attack in a turn you get an expose. Okay, he's hurting a bit. So I go for B2 now. Let's try to help out Zeb. Yeah, but with Janet Revan, this is like a failure to launch. I tried it last night. I had full stamina, and see, that was such a big hit because I have a bunch of Zealous Ambition as well. I took out Grievous on this exact team because I was like, oh, I got full stamina. I want to give them some recharge time. I got Grievous down after much toil, much struggle, and then watch us brought him back, and I died. So I had to quit. But Phoenix is my best team here. None of them are relics, but they're my best team. They are so good. Because when things scale with boosts like keycards and stuff, or data discs, just the mechanics take over. So yeah, what I have right now, I got... And next, I didn't do a full walkthrough video this time because I didn't know what to expect, and it's also pretty time consuming. It's like any time I want to do a battle, I would sit and come to my computer and record, but I wanted to feel it out, playing on the phone. Next time I'll probably just do the video series on it. But I got Ruthless Swiftness. It's just a great one. 2 Zealous Ambitions, that's why Rex is hitting so hard. Yoda also hits really hard. Blindside, that's the exposed one. Undercover, this is new and it's actually really helpful. It's stealth, so like it hides people, heals them up a bit if they're getting low. That has won me quite a few key cards and got me 3 stars where I otherwise would have got like 2 or 1. And then tanks are recovering 80% health and protection. So it's basically like a savior mechanic, and it's only 1 dot. That's a really good one if you can get the blue one. And the Fortified, extra defense, and gaining turn meter whenever they're getting damage. So that really helps me get that first turn out. And it's 15 energy per battle, so a little bit more forgiving than normal. Let me go ahead and do a battle with, I'll try to do 4 battles. I'll do a battle with Jedi, and I switch between Mace and Ahsoka. I'll do Ahsoka here, because on this team we're facing, they get a lot of buffs, well, at least a lot of tenacity, so I want to get rid of that. But I do like Jedi here for this. Unless it was terrible, because I like the Mark 5s. Let me just spread these around. And because of the exposed one, should be easy to take him out. And now we can go for Rex. Ahsoka, since she has both Anakin and GK there, she actually hits pretty hard because she gets a triple hit. So yeah, not too bad. Like I said, like trying the Grievous team just was not working with Jedi. I don't have Jolie or anything. Jolie would actually be really helpful to have good. Man, they're really hitting them hard. I think that was the undercover thing. Yoda hits hard because of Zealous Ambition. See, 133,000. But they are no joke. This is not an easy conquest. Like, you have to be intentional and think through if you got an account like this. I have like a couple teams, so I gotta stack. I gotta keep their stamina in mind, try to even them out. I'm in a good spot like right this moment because I haven't done. Oh, look at that challenge path thing. I haven't bought any refreshes lately, so everyone's at 100% stamina. Because when you're just waiting for this to recharge slowly, it's not the best. I'll do another Jedi one here. I'm not sure. Bad Batch is one I'm not sure if Phoenix or Jedi are better on. Okay, that was nice of you, Echo, to start out like that. And now I can... Oh, you increased the cooldown. That wasn't nice. Rex lead is really annoying. Oh, gosh dang. Stupid stealth. Rex lead is a lot more annoying. Pretty much everyone has a good buffs. Because they can turn meter from getting hit. But here the stealth is also annoying. Got rid of the tank, which is good. There's no mass defense up coming for them. That would be a very difficult thing to deal with. See, because of all the exposed, I can just kill them with the simple bonus turn move that doesn't do a lot of damage. So yeah, I think for someone that's trying to decide whether to go when to switch from easy conquest to normal, I think you should do it if you at least have 2 solid teams that you're going to get good wins with. For me, it's Jedi and Phoenix. I think CLS will be another good team. And this is one place where I think Phoenix is so clearly superior to Imperial Troopers. Imperial Troopers are good for a lot of early game stuff. They have the 2 assault battles and all that. But they're very much, you need to go first and you need to keep things going or you'll be toast. Phoenix, they have the resilience. They are recovering lots of health and protection upon getting hit. They're generating turn meter just from getting hit and debuffed. Or from getting debuffed, but you know what I mean, getting hit. So what do we have here? Ooh, a Ruthless Swiftness. Even though it's 1 dot, I have 1 more spot, so that would actually be a good target for me. In this level... Sometimes Yoda has Steadfast Retribution, I think. But here, it's not there. So I can go ahead and do this one. I'll also do with Jedi. It's funny, like, I feel like it might seem like I'm leaning on Jedi here, but I'm trying to save Phoenix. So, like, there are tough teams where I can only do it with Phoenix. And if I'm like, I can take this team with my Jedi, I'll do it. Okay, any day now. So let's just take buff, spread them out. Save that AoE. I want to mark Anakin, lest he go crazy and just kill us all over the place. Actually don't need to use that turn pass. And love the AoE, or mass assist with the exposed thing. And I didn't want, they were rude, they took away all the exposes before I could hit them. I'm just gonna let her meet there. GK. I want to mark Yoda. I want to get a chance to. Gosh dang. Oh, almost got him. I don't know if that was Savior or the undercover thing. I think it was Savior. So I am on borrowed time right now. Oh, heck yeah. Okay. Not just basic. Whatever, we'll just finish him off and then. See, the lead Zeta for Revan is really good, just with the attacking out turn, the protection recovery. And yeah, I really think the name of the game for a lower GP account, doesn't have too much, trying to do normal, is just worry about winning. Worry about not losing people. Kind of like GAC. Yeah, I don't think any of these are... Yeah, so Ruthless Swiftness, it's white. I'd rather be green or blue, but that's fine. That's going to be a lot of extra turn meter. And now we're really rolling. The teams I feel like I can handle with... Oh, Padme is going to be hard. Ones I feel like I can beat with Empire, I think Bounty Hunters are one of them. think I gotta do Phoenix here, but I'm pretty worried about it. Maybe the Expose will help me because it's not me doing the... It's not the actual team doing the damage. Yeah, but this says disaster written all over it. Rex is going to be hurting himself a lot. Yeah, they can't lose turn meter. Anakin, oh. No, no, that's so much. Yes, oh, this might be a showstopper for me. I think I might have to do this with Jedi, but it's gonna be rough. Like I might have to wait for stuff to come back. But what's stamina to regenerate? But what sucks about this, I don't have any choice. There was nothing I could do to avoid this. It's a bottleneck point. So yeah. Sector 1 is way easier than the rest because they're gear 12. And then from that point, Sector 2, 3, 4, they might, even 5, like they might as well all be the same thing because those relic levels aren't the impactful ones. But it's a huge step up in difficulty from going from Sector 2 just to Sector 1 just to Sector 2. But the key cards you get from each win are doubled what they are on easy. It's 10 instead of 5. The crates are better. I wish it wasn't Datacron stuff I was getting because I don't care about that right now. But you do start getting shards of the current Conquest characters and the more recent ones. So, but yeah, I probably try to use consumables on that Padme team. It's going to be quite a challenge. But TB just ended. TW coming up, GAC coming back up. I hate that I fell to Carbonite, though, because I think I'm stuck in it for the season, which means I only have 3 on defense, 3 on attack, which is horrible. Like, I went from 7 on each to 3 on each, and I have way more teams to use now. So I am absolutely setting a real defense now. So set Savage with... You know, maybe I can put Bastila in there instead, but I think I wanted to keep Bastila for offense with Emperor Palpatine. But yeah, Savage. I could just put Gear 1, Level 1, but I don't need all this stuff. So Nihilus is there. Got a tank that can take the heat off for a second if need be. Han and Chewie could be annoying. Maybe I shouldn't put crew because I really want Savage taunting. So I'll tinker with it when push comes to shove. Geos, classic. But I'm trying to block them from getting in the back row. And I don't think I'll need Bad Batch on offense. So this is like a real defense this time. It's like someone could actually have a difficulty on it. Even if they have relic characters. Like they could, if they don't have the right stuff, they could have trouble. And for offense, I still have a lot. I have a Jedi team and Emperor Team Phoenix. Basically the same stuff I was talking about for Conquest. And I think that's about it that I wanted to talk about. Yeah, just things are going along real good. Gear is challenging. But basically, as soon as the raid finishes, I just spend it all and try to level up. I also crossed 1.7 million in this video. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next week.